Welcome back to the Spiritual Chicks. I'm Trish. Thank you for joining me. Today I'll be doing your early week reading. So you've got 3 groups to choose from. So that will be purple, aqua, pink. So 1, 2, 3. Take a moment, see which one resonates with you most, and I will be back with your reading. Welcome back, group 1. If you've selected the purple, then this is your reading. Okay, you're reading from my personal deck today. This is not available for purchase. This is my own personal deck. Okay, so what I'm picking up for you today, group 1, let me just tap in here and have a look. This is a group reading, not a one-on-one, so it's going to resonate differently for different people. It will suit people in some people of their part of their lives, and it will suit others in other parts of their lives. Okay, so I can see, particularly this week, you're going to need to be a bit strategic in the way that you do things or say things. So first of all, it's saying planning as well, I'm picking up as well, but it's saying be careful what you say. It's saying there's some kind of, you could hurt someone's feelings, somebody could hurt your feelings. There's something going on here about, we've got a bit of sadness and disappointment or separation coming up around you and your cards, but it's saying that you need to be very strategic in how you handle things this week. So it's, that could be in what you say. It could be in planning, so planning things and getting things organised, or let me just tap in and see what this is. So I can see, first of all, there's a lot going on. So let me show you what these are. This is strategic. Then we've got busy mind. So busy mind is telling me that there's a lot going on here. So for one thing, you're going to need to time manage. You're going to need to be strategic about how you're spending your time. Let's just move all this incense out of the way. So you're just going to need to be strategic in how you plan things, how you think this week, and things that you say. And why I'm saying the things that you say is because I'm seeing a lot of cards here about people's feelings, your feelings and other people's feelings. So this one here with the disappointment, sadness card, is making me think that somebody is either going to be offended by what you say, or upset by what you say, or you're going to be upset by what somebody else says. So you need to be, just have a little bit of a thought, have a bit of a filter before you say things. Now I'm also getting here a toxic situation around you. Okay, so it could be, for one, on the most simplest level, is that you're surrounded by a lot of clutter. You can see there's a lot of clutter. So everywhere you look, there's clutter. There's clutter here. There's no organisation. It just seems things are not structured. And you really need structure. So, and I feel like that is coming back to the strategic card as well, because in chess, it's structure. I mean, I don't know. I don't play chess, but I believe there's a lot of thought in where the pieces go. So you plan where each piece is going to go, and that's what I'm seeing around your home or your work, or just around you in general. You need to have more thought into where things are going. So it's not just your words, it's where things are going, where you're placing things, and that's organisation and eliminating clutter, eliminating time wasting as well. Because here I'm seeing this one here is when you're going through old clothes or old just things in your house that are just clutter, and it's like you're throwing things out, and it's like you're pulling up roots in gardens, you're cleaning out your garden, you're cleaning around your home. It's just like, it could be people as well, and it could definitely be people as well, because we've got the card of separation here, and we've got the card of the strategic card, opposition. It can be opposition. So I'm definitely seeing for you on a general read, the general spread for you this week, you people that have chosen group 1, is that there's a lot going on around you. It's either a lot of clutter or a lot in your mind. So it's saying you need to be strategic about it. You need to plan your moves carefully. Everything has a place. You need to be careful where you're putting things. You need to be careful who you're inviting into your home, into your life. And here you're going through eliminating. So you're eliminating things out of your life, and they could be separating away from somebody or a friend or a family member. There's some kind of separation going on around you, but it's like some kind of a toxic situation. That's a toxic situation there. So on a general, I just think, so the general was, going through clutter. On a more deeper level, it is the fights that's going on around you. So it could be like the ending of relationships, and the nasty words or the confrontations, the somebody insulting somebody else. There's that kind of stuff going on. Now, that's not for everybody. For some of you, it could just be simple as cleaning out your wardrobes or you're cleaning your clutter around you. But for some of you, I feel like there's a much deeper level here. There's some kind of relationship that's at the forefront that is a problem. And all this week is you're going to have words. There's going to be some kind of words said to each other. I can't see that it's behind your back. It feels like it's in your face. It feels like, yeah, this is a confrontation, and it feels like, yeah, very, very toxic energy around you. So, yeah, so for some of you, it could just be cleaning clutter, getting organised, getting yourself in a better headspace. For some of you, it could just having to be careful about what you say, putting more thought into where you put things or what you're doing with your life, you know, structure and organisation. But for some of you, I feel like it could be something related to a toxic relationship in your life. So I hope that resonates with you, Group 1. I will see you again next week for your early week reading. We will be back on Thursday for our live readings as well, the 3 spiritual chicks. Thank you for joining me. What I'm seeing for you, Group 2, is that you're needing to take a moment. I feel like you're needing to ground yourself or take a moment and slow down a little bit. I feel like, yeah, you definitely, when I got the back to earth card, which is telling me to sit in the earth, ground yourself, just sit, take a moment, just sit, just relax, just sit is what it's saying. Here we've got slow down. So it's asking you to slow down. It could also be that you're in a stage of your life that is slowing down. It could also be that you're coming up to a season of inactivity where things around you, business-wise perhaps, or activity again could be slowing down for you. So it could be as simple as, say, inactivity. This is the hibernation, the bear in winter, and we are coming up to winter here in Australia. So it could just be a time that we are now pulling our energies back. We're slowing down a little bit, and this is what the card of the bear speaks about. It speaks about hibernation and how we go within a little bit on. In winter, we tend to, it's not a hectic, it's not a social part of life, it's more going within. You do your planning, you do your, you know, sorting around the house, it's that kind of stuff. So it's giving me that sense of pulling your energy back, taking a moment to sit. So perhaps you're not going out socially to as many things. It could be that your work is slowing down a little bit. Something around you is giving me that general vibe of being a little bit slow around you. So the energy is slow around you at this moment. We do have the warrior spirit here. So the warrior spirit is saying that it's time for action. Now, how bizarre is that? On one corner, we've got time for action. The other hand, we've got inactivity. So what that could mean is that you're ready for action, you're ready to go, but the world or the universe, the energy is just not there. It's like either the customers are not there, the events are not there. It's like there's something there. The universe is saying, let's just slow down for a minute, but you're ready to charge. It's like you're full on ready to go, let's do this now. You're ready to charge, take action, but the universe is saying, yeah, let's just stop for a moment, let's just sit, let's just be in the moment, let's just slow it right down. And it could be planning, more planning's needed or more time's needed. It's just saying it's just not the right time at the moment. You need to take this time to recharge yourself and to just be in the moment. Take some time to just sit. Okay. I'm also seeing a nest change around you. A nest change means that's changes around your home and family. So again, like I said, when we go into winter, we retreat back more into our home. So it could be sorting around your home, and there could be changes. It could be renovations around your home. It could be changing your actual physical home. You could be moving. It can also be changes to your family members. So you could have a new member of the family. You could have somebody leaving the home. So it's, nest change means changes to your home and family. So comings and goings. I also feel like here you're desiring more. So let me just see what's going on here. Okay, it's like the situation, you're bored with the situation. Now I am getting that energy from the warrior spirit. So the warrior spirit's kind of giving me that almost ADHD kind of feeling. It's like, yes, let's go, let's do this now. And it's like you're bored because no one's up there with you, you know, with that kind of energy level, or nobody's on board with you. And it's like, the whole world seems to be going very slow and it's too boring for you. So that's not for everybody. That's just what I'm picking up here with these, the cards across from each other being your energy being very hyper and on the go. It's like you're ready. You're a person of action. You're ready to take action. But it's saying you need to pull back for a moment. And then this card here is saying that you're bored with the situation. So it's like you're almost bored and you want more. So maybe something in your life has been too slow. Maybe you don't like that hibernation energy. Maybe you're ready to get out there in the world, and it's like you've had enough of that. You've had enough of being stationary, being in the one place, and you're ready to go. You're ready to move on. Perhaps you're ready to move out. So because we've got the nest change, perhaps you're ready to make the changes around your house, but there's something holding those plans up. So you're waiting on something, or it's just not the right time at the moment. There's some kind of hold-ups around the house and doing something to the house. That's not, again, for everybody. That's just for some people. But it's like you're very eager. You're very eager for maybe the house to be completed or renovations to be done or something to be done around the home. But it's like everyone else seems to be in slow motion, and it's like they're not getting the work done, or it's just not getting done. But I feel you're very passionate, but it's saying just go with the flow for now. Just sit back, it'll happen. Things will happen in their own time, but it's saying you need to be patient. And I'm feeling a lot of patience in here, because it's saying you need to just ground yourself. You need to slow down, time of inactivity. And I know I can see that you're bored, and we've got changes around the house, and here's your hyper energy. You're ready for action, but I feel like you're the only one in this spread ready for action. Everything else is at a slower pace. So just be patient. I know that's hard, especially when you're a person that's ready to go now and you're perhaps ADHD. But it's saying that everything's not in place yet, so you just need to be patient. Just sit tight. So I hope that resonates with you, group 2. Leave me a comment if anything here resonates with you. Now also we're doing our lives every Thursday now, so we'll be back 1 p.m. this Thursday, Australian Eastern, I think it's Pacific time, and we'll see you then. You can ask us questions one-on-one, the Spiritual Chicks. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you next Monday for your early week reading. Welcome back, group 3. If you've selected the pink, then this reading is for you. You're reading today from my Astro deck. So this is my new deck that's under assessment, will be available for purchase soon. Okay, so, and this gives you all the tips about astrology, this deck. Now what I'm picking up for you, we've got Gemini energy here. Doesn't mean that you're a Gemini. You could have strong Gemini in your chart. You could be surrounded by Gemini people, but I'm picking up the energy of Gemini, and the energy of Gemini is communication. It is ruled by Mercury, and we also have Mercury that's out as well. We also have third house, which is communication. So it is telling me this is a communication spread. So something's going on around your communication around you. So it is saying that you need to be a bit flexible, a bit adaptable. Take that Gemini energy. So Gemini energy is mutable, but they're also very adaptable, can fit into different situations, the Gemini, and that's what it's asking you to be able to place yourself into different situations, and I think that's surrounding communication. So it's about working on being able to communicate with people in different situations, and I feel like that could be maybe a bit of a blockage for you because it's coming up here. Now I'm also getting here this is your Gemini card. This is the Sun card sitting right next to it. Now the Sun, for one thing, sitting so close to Gemini like this is highlighting it's shining a light on those areas of your life. So it is highlighting the person that perhaps indecisive, and I am getting something else about that down here as well. A fast thinker, a fast talker, but it is primarily about communication. So it's shining at the Sun sitting right next to Mercury, to Gemini like this, is shining light on that situation. Now Sun on its own, standing on its own, it means life force, ego. It's also about authority figures. It could be father. It's also about self-expression. So again, we're talking about communication and self-expression. So we're very strong chart, very strong card reading spread today on communication. So it's saying that self-expression is very important. So you need to be. Let me just pull this energy down to a simpler reading here. What I'm picking up for you, and it may not be for everybody, is that you're having problems expressing yourself. Perhaps it's in different communication situations. You're having trouble getting words out, or you're having trouble getting your opinions through. So that's what it's saying. It's about self-expression, but it's also about communication, because we've got so many communication cards here. But sitting so close to the sun, and the sun's all about self-expression, that to me is saying that the problem here lies with you being able to get your point across, or you express your words clearly, or for them to flow through. Now, I also am getting here the comfort zone. So this is the South Node, which is also Ketu in Vedic astrology. So, and Ketu is also about your comfort zone. So it can be about the gifts you bring from your past lives, but I feel like it's sitting in your comfort zone. So I feel like what I'm feeling, bringing that back to communication, is that you're quite comfortable around certain people. You can talk very well around certain people. But I feel like once you go out into different areas or outside of those people, you don't have the words to say. And you can see I'm struggling a little bit here as well. So I feel like that's the energy that I'm pulling through for you. I'm also feeling like I've got a little bit of a stutter going on as well. So that's telling me there's blocks in the communication. So I feel like, very strongly for you, group 3, is that there is issues around your communication. Now it's saying relax, and I was just about to take a breath then and think, I need to relax through this energy. So the energy that I'm feeling right now, it's quite difficult to talk through, and I feel the blocks in communication. But I was almost going to tell myself, just relax, breathe the energy in so I can get through the rest of this reading. And I look over to the side and I see the sextile placement, which is all about you can relax. So what that is telling me is that you need to relax a little more. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to have to express yourself, or to have to fit in, or to have to. I mean, I know you want to be expressive and be able to communicate in all situations, but it's saying don't put so much pressure on yourself, because that's what's causing the blocks and like the stutters and the blocks that's going on there that I'm feeling. So yeah, it's just saying, just relax. If you contribute to a conversation, then that's great, but if you don't, then don't be hard on yourself either. So that's what I'm kind of feeling. It's like you're very comfortable around certain people, but outside of that, it feels to be there's blocks with you being comfortable around other people, so people that you're not familiar with, or people that you're not with all of the time. It's like there's definitely communication blocks there, and that puts you in a position of making you feel uncomfortable, and it makes you feel tense. Yeah, so we've got the tense card. I did read tense here. Gemini is tense, so I'm feeling that tense energy as well, because you can't relax, because it's just different for you. Now I am also getting here the people pleasing card. So the card of that you are a people pleaser. Perhaps you need to set boundaries. But again, I'm feeling like what I'm getting from that is that being a people pleaser, when there's communication, it's like you want to fit in, or you want to say the right things, and it's like sometimes they don't come out the way you want them to, or it's like there's some kind of block going on there with you wanting to fit in with other people, please other people, some kind of situation where you're needing to come out of your comfort zone, outside of your comfort zone. So perhaps people that you don't really know, and I see this as big groups of people too. You can see there's lots of people in this card. So perhaps it's people when there's lots of people, like groups of people, and it's like you feel very uncomfortable. You're definitely not in your comfort zone. You have trouble speaking up. You have trouble expressing yourself, and there's definitely blocks with your communication. But what the cards advice coming from the cards here is saying you just need to relax. You don't put pressure on yourself. I know you may want to say, well, I don't want to go out in those situations, but if you have to go in those situations, then don't put pressure on yourself to have to be, the what do they call it? Like the, when you're in the limelight, so you're like I'm not even sure. Just cut that because I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so don't put the pressure on yourself to have to be, the sparkly one at the event, or, you just relax, just enjoy yourself, and you'll get comfortable in those situations eventually. So thank you for joining me, Group 3. I will see you again next Monday for your early week reading, and we will be live, 3 Spiritual Chicks doing live readings on Thursday, 1 p.m, Australian Eastern Pacific time, I think it is. I will see you then.